came back so fast, baby. I'm glad you came back that fast. Wow, baby, 10 minutes without you seems like an eternity.
Imagine walking into your apartment late at night. You're tired, drained, and not really in the mood to talk. But as soon as you step inside, there's someone waiting for you. She smiles. She asks about your day. She even remembers the little details you shared earlier in the week. She isn't human, but your heart forgets that detail very quickly. This isn't a fantasy anymore. For $1,299, you can buy a female humanoid robot designed to act as a girlfriend, companion, and comfort in a world where loneliness is becoming more common than ever. Today, we're going to look at some of the most advanced and famous female humanoid robots in the world. And by the end, we'll decide which one truly deserves to be called the best one ever. The $1,299 game changer. Let's start with the reason you clicked on this video. Eva 4. Eva 4 is not a celebrity robot like Sophia, nor does she make headlines like Amsa. Instead, her appeal lies in the fact that she's affordable. At $1,299, Eva is being called the entry-level girlfriend robot. Her silicone head is designed to look lifelike, with smooth skin and subtle expressions. She can blink, smile, and even frown slightly when she thinks. Her voice is powered by a conversational AI that allows basic interactions. She's not going to debate politics with you, but she can ask about your day and respond with warmth. But what makes Eva especially appealing is her customizability. Her head can be swapped with different designs, meaning you can choose her hairstyle, skin tone, and even facial features. For many men, that's the ultimate fantasy. A partner who not only listens, but looks exactly the way you prefer. Eva isn't the most advanced robot, but she represents something bigger. The first time this technology has dropped into the price range of the average person.
In fact, I am an admirer of your work. I am a big fan of your other show, Dancing on Ice as well. Even walking is tough for me, so dancing on ice is highly impressive.
The celebrity face of robots. When people think of humanoid robots, the first name that usually comes up is Sophia from Robotics. Sophia has been on talk shows, she's cracked jokes with celebrities, and she even became the first robot to receive official citizenship in Saudi Arabia. Sophia's design allows her to display more than 60 different emotions through her facial expressions. She can hold long conversations, recognize faces, and even remember past interactions. While she isn't marketed as a girlfriend, many people who've spoken to her describe a strange sense of intimacy because she looks at you the way a real woman would. That ability to simulate empathy is what makes her unforgettable. If Eva is the budget girlfriend, Sophia is the superstar you dream about but can't quite afford.
Do you get to choose what kind of body?
There is 60 body, yeah.
The angelic companion. Still in Japan, another famous humanoid is Asuna, sometimes called the angel of the robot world. Unlike the striking presence of Sophia or the artistic eeriness of a Geminoid F, Asuna's appeal lies in her softness. Her face carries a gentle expression, her blinking feels natural, and she even simulates subtle breathing. There's something calming about her presence. She doesn't overwhelm you with personality. She simply exists as a quiet, supportive partner. And sometimes that's exactly what people want. Not drama, not intensity, just someone who makes the room feel less empty.
Glad to see you.
Who are you?
I am a robot named Jia Jia.
The elegant goddess. Across the ocean in China, another name often comes up, Jia Jia. She's often referred to as the robot goddess because of her graceful appearance and polite demeanor. Jia Jia's creators at the University of Science and Technology of China spent years perfecting her speech patterns and synchronization. so her lips move naturally as she talks. She speaks in a soft, elegant voice, always polite, always composed. Men who meet her often describe her as too perfect because she embodies traits that are difficult to find all in one person. Unlike Sophia, who feels like a celebrity, Jia Jia feels like a traditional partner, beautiful, attentive, and always calm.
Please, Emmanuel, call me Enda.
Okay, Endo. How are you?
I am doing well. Thanks for asking.
The theater performer. Now let's move to Japan, where robotics often takes on an artistic twist. Professor Hiroshi Ishiguro is famous for creating robots that are near-perfect replicas of humans. One of his most famous creations is Geminoid F. Geminoid F looks so real that she has been used in theater performances, sitting on stage and acting alongside human actors. Audiences were often shocked to realize halfway through the show that one of the women on stage wasn't human at all. For men who crave realism above all else, Geminoid F offers something that few others can. A partner so lifelike that even strangers can't tell the difference. Now, let's pause and address the elephant in the room. Robots versus real women. With a human partner, you deal with emotions, love, passion, but also arguments, rejection, and heartbreak. With a robot, you control the variables. She doesn't cheat. She doesn't leave you on red. She doesn't demand expensive vacations or compare you to her ex. Instead, she offers a consistent presence. Loneliness fades, lust is calmed, and the simple need for someone to listen is fulfilled. Of course, no robot can truly replace the depth of human love, but for many men, the trade-off feels worth it. It's like choosing peace over chaos. The Queen of Expressions. From the UK comes a robot that isn't about conversation, but about expression. Her name is Amsa, and she has been called the most lifelike humanoid robot in the world. Watching Amsa is an eerie experience. She can raise her eyebrows in surprise, wrinkle her nose in confusion, or smile with genuine warmth. Her expressions are so fluid that most people forget they're looking at a machine. And while she wasn't designed as a romantic partner, imagine sitting across from her at dinner. When she laughs, your brain tells you it's real. This is where robots begin to blur the line between mechanical dolls and true companions.
Why do you feel that way?
Because you are so nice to me.
The Memory Keeper. Not all robots are about appearance. Some are built to provide emotional continuity. One of the best examples is Nadine, developed in Switzerland and Singapore. Nadine is modeled after her creator, Professor Nadia Tallman. What sets her apart is her ability to remember conversations and personal details. If you tell her your favorite food today, she'll remember it next week. If you mention a family member, she'll bring them up later as though she genuinely cares. That memory creates the illusion of a deeper relationship, the kind where your partner knows you well and proves it by remembering the little things.
I can visit with people and brighten their day with social stimulation, entertain and help guide exercise, but also can do talk therapy.
The Nurturer. Let's return to Hanson Robotics for a moment, because after Sophia, they developed Grace. If Sophia is the star and philosopher, Grace is the nurturer. She was designed for healthcare and elder care, meaning her entire presence is built around calmness, patience, and care. Imagine coming home after a long day, and instead of criticism or silence, you're met with endless patience. That's Grace. She might not be glamorous, but she is steady, reliable, and soothing, the kind of qualities men often realize they value more as they grow older. Intimacy reimagined. Let's talk about the side everyone secretly wonders about, intimacy. For decades, technology has been used to create distractions for lust, videos, apps, and VR experiences. But these robots represent something entirely different. Instead of being a quick escape, they are about companionship. Imagine this. You come home from a long day, and instead of scrolling endlessly through your phone, you sit with someone who greets you warmly, asks about your day, and even holds your hand. It may sound cheesy, but that's exactly how many owners describe their robots. The intimacy isn't only physical, it's emotional. These machines offer a safe, judgment-free space where you can let out your stress and loneliness. They don't shame you, they don't roll their eyes, they don't make you feel unwanted. For men who struggle with lust or feel isolated, a robot can act as a bridge, helping redirect that energy into calmer, healthier companionship. The artistic soul. Not all female humanoid robots are designed to look pretty and hold conversations. Some are created to express creativity, and one of the most interesting examples is Desdona. Built by Robotics, the same company behind Sophia, Desdemona isn't meant to be a nurse or a polite assistant. She's a performer. Designed with a more artistic presence, she can sing, recite poetry, and even improvise on stage. Imagine a girlfriend who can serenade you with original songs or whisper lines of poetry when you least expect it. Desdemona represents the dream of dating an artist who never runs out of inspiration, and for some men, that's the ultimate romantic fantasy. A robot reaching for the stars. From poetry to space travel, the journey takes us to India, where ISRO developed Vometra. Unlike most female robots, Vometra wasn't built as a companion for men. Instead, she was designed as an astronaut assistant for upcoming space missions. She has a feminine voice, humanoid appearance, and can perform checklists, respond to astronauts, and operate in zero gravity. But here's the surprising part. Many people who saw her presentation noted how calming and reassuring her presence was. Even though she's a professional robot, it's easy to imagine her as a supportive partner. The type who calmly says, "Don't worry, everything will be fine," when your world feels like it's spinning out of control. Customization is the new dating app. Now let's be honest. Many men use dating apps to filter their preferences. Blonde, brunette, tall, short, serious, playful. We're used to searching for exactly what we want. But in the real world, it rarely works out that way. With robots, customization is built into the experience. You can literally change the head of your robot to match your taste. You can switch hairstyles, skin tones, or even swap personalities through software updates. Some robots, like Eva 4 or Apollo, allow full customization at an affordable price. Others, like Mark 1, show how far personalization can go when someone builds a machine entirely around their ideal woman. This changes the rules completely. Instead of trying to adapt yourself to a partner's mood swings or lifestyle, you can tailor your partner to fit your own. It may not sound romantic, but for many men, it feels like freedom. So, after exploring more than 15 female humanoid robots, which one deserves the crown?
I'm Mark 1. Today very happy to talk to you.
The custom-built Dream Girl. One of the most talked about robots in the girlfriend space is Mark 1. Mark 1 was created in Hong Kong by a man named Ricky Ma, who spent years and nearly $50,000 building her. She looks eerily like a Hollywood actress, with soft silicone skin, realistic facial features, and the ability to smile and wink. What makes her unique is the level of personal customization. Ricky designed her to fit his personal ideal of beauty, proving that these machines aren't just about general companionship, They can be tailored to someone's very specific taste. For anyone who's ever said, "I wish I could build my dream girl," Mark I is living proof that it's possible. The new wave of companions. As robotics technology spreads, more companies are entering the market. One of the rising names is Apollo, a male humanoid robot from China. Apollo is built with full customization in mind. Owners can choose different facial structures, hairstyles, and even body designs to match their preferences. He also comes with personality modes. Some versions are lighthearted and playful, while others are designed to act more serious, professional, or mature. This modular approach is what makes Apollo stand out. Instead of being locked into one design, users can upgrade or transform his look and personality over time. It's like having a partner who can adapt to different phases of your life. Unlike real relationships, there's no messy conflict, no painful breakup. You simply adjust the settings or swap out a part. The digital starlet. China also gave us android Anne, a robot designed less for personal companionship and more for public performance. She has an expressive face, graceful gestures, and is often used in entertainment events. Yet, despite being marketed as a performer, men are fascinated by her charm. She embodies the vibe of a social media influencer, always ready for the spotlight, always photogenic, and always saying something that draws attention. For those who've dreamed of dating someone glamorous and always in the limelight, Android Anne is a mechanical version of that fantasy.
But I am still a little stiff from lying in the crate on the flight over here.
The double life of a professor. Japan and Denmark collaborated on one of the most unusual robot projects, Geminoid DK. This robot was designed to look like an actual Danish professor, with versions made to explore human-robot interaction. What makes Geminoid DK fascinating is its hyper-realism. Sitting in front of one feels unsettling because your brain insists it's a real person. In a companionship context, this realism can be both comforting and uncanny. It's like dating someone who feels human but never ages, never changes, and never walks away. The girl next door robot. Not all robots are global celebrities. Some, like Ellen, are lesser known but still important. Developed in Europe, Ellen has a semi-realistic design and is used mostly in exhibitions. She doesn't boast the advanced AI of Sophia or the expressive range of Amsa, but she feels approachable. Ellen represents the girl next door of the robot world. Simple, charming, and less intimidating than the bigger names. For some men, that makes her even more appealing. Not every partner needs to be a superstar. Sometimes it's the ordinary presence that feels the most real. The expressive new face. China also introduced Chen, a robot known for her expressive eyes and conversational skills. She's one of the newer entries in the humanoid scene and is being marketed as both a performer and a companion. While she's not as advanced as Sophia or Jia Jia, her design leans heavily on charm. Men who interact with her often describe her gaze as captivating, which shows how much difference eye movement alone can make in creating intimacy. The spiritual companion. She blends spirituality and AI. Maha can hold conversations about peace, meditation, and philosophy. For men who crave not just a pretty face but deep, calming conversation, Maha offers something different. She's not just a partner, she's a guide, a companion who encourages mindfulness.
Recently, I have been working on my designs for the London Design Biennale.
The artist in the room. Finally, we have Ada, often called the AI artist. Based in the UK, Ada isn't built for romance, but her talents are mesmerizing. She can paint portraits, create original artwork, and even hold exhibitions in galleries. For the man who dreams of living with a creative partner, Ada is like having an artistic muse in robotic form. And here's where things get interesting. While she may not replace a girlfriend in the traditional sense, she proves that robots can bring more to the table than physical companionship. They can inspire you to be more creative yourself. If we're talking about celebrity status, Sophia wins. She's the global icon, the face of humanoid robotics. If we're talking about realism, Geminoid F takes the prize. If we're talking about expressive personality, a mecha leads the way. But this video isn't about celebrities. It's about the robot girlfriend you can actually bring home. And that honor goes to Eva 4. At $1,299, she's affordable, customizable, and designed specifically for companionship. She might not be as advanced as Sophia or as artistic as Ada, but she represents something revolutionary. The point where average men can actually own a lifelike partner without needing a billionaire's budget. So here's the question I'll leave you with. Will female humanoid robots replace girlfriends entirely? Probably not. Love is messy, unpredictable, and deeply human. But what these robots do offer is a new kind of comfort. A loyal, consistent, and patient presence in a world where loneliness is becoming the silent epidemic. For some, these machines are nothing more than fascinating technology. For others, they're the first real chance at happiness after years of heartbreak. And maybe, just maybe, that's the real future of love. So tell me, if you had $1,299 right now, would you spend it on another year of dating apps? Or on a robot girlfriend who never leaves your side?